Hi folks, just check that we are going live. I'm only actually streaming off my phone this evening, so I wasn't going to do a stream, but I'll explain why in a couple of minutes once anybody that wants to join has done so. But it's possible that nobody will join because I think YouTube is extremely bugged at the moment. So we'll see exactly what happens here. It's still saying offline to me. 9 viewers on the phone. On the computer it's saying you're offline. This is really weird. Yeah, basically then guys, a couple of people have been messaging me. Yeah, hi folks. Yeah, a couple of people have been messaging me saying that it's been suggesting I've been live throughout the day, which I haven't been. This is the first time I've gone live today. Hi David, and wow, I think I need to start wearing glasses. Yeah, like I say, I'm streaming off my phone at the moment, and I don't know how YouTube expects anybody to read that font that live chat is appearing in. But yeah, I'm going to struggle with that. Anyway, guys, yeah, there's a few things that I want to talk about this evening. Once, you know, a few people have come on if they want to. But hopefully the main result... Hiya, Wes. The main result of this stream is to help those that have told me, yeah, I can see that in caps, told me that the stream has been bugged for them. The last time I streamed, I think it was a couple of days ago. Can't remember the exact day, but since then, a few people have messaged me, and I just checked on Discord. I can see a couple of messages there about the fact that YouTube is telling them that I'm live even though I'm not. So I thought that by going live, whatever this bug is that YouTube is, you know, causing, hopefully will be fixed. I can't really adjust the volume at the moment, unfortunately, because I'm just streaming straight onto my phone. So unfortunately I can't really do anything. I've got no microphone, external microphone plugged in or anything. Let me just see that if YouTube is telling. I do not understand it at all. So that thing that probably looks like a bed behind you is probably is actually just a table. I'm going to bring the stream up here. Yeah, it's all going off Wi-Fi. This is a bit of an experiment for me, guys. So hopefully if it is buffering, then it will just be for a temporary amount of time. Let me just go into the live dashboard. If it's going to work, which I don't think it is. Stream. Nope, go away. You've got to love YouTube. Yeah, well, I have got a good signal. So it is on my side because everybody's saying it was buffering, but I am streaming off Wi-Fi. Okay, so I'm literally just coming straight off my iPhone tonight, which I don't normally do. Give you the news. Now, I need to ramble for a little bit longer first, make sure everything's working and that people have joined us. This is a bit of an impromptu stream. Okay, I'm just going to assume then that everything's coming through okay, even though it's saying it's offline here. Okay, so first of all then, guys, I just want to say welcome to those that have subbed to the channel recently. I'm going to share some stats with you for the channel, which I do tend to do as we do these live streams from time to time. But it's been great to see so many new people joining. Over the last 28 days, we've had 878 new subscribers. 434,658 video views and just under 2 million watch time minutes. Now that works out, I think, about 650 views an hour, or every minute 11 people watching videos across the channel. And I'll tell you what, guys, you know, I'm not YouTube famous by any stretch of the imagination. Those numbers are minuscule in comparison to, you know, what the big channels get. But even with those relatively small numbers, in comparison to, you know, like I say, with other channels, it can be, I don't want to say intimidating, but it just gives you a weird feeling from time to time that whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world, whoever you're with, that you're guaranteed that somebody is watching you on YouTube. That is actually a thought that, you know, you can't really explain. A feeling you can't really explain until it's actually happening. But I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. And, you know, thank you so much to those that have subbed over the last 28 days, or whenever it was that I last thanked you guys. In total now the channel's got just over 12 million video views, which I think is an insane number. You know, it's been a fun journey the last few years, and who knows where things are going to go. Okay, so obviously I've been uploading news updates regarding the Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Final Fantasy VIII Remaster that have both received a little bit more information at E3, and all that seems to be getting, you know, fairly positive feedback, which I'm very grateful for. So as new information comes in, I'll continue to post those videos. We've also gained quite a few subscribers off those as well, so obviously people on the whole do want to receive that kind of content. Some people have given some criticism towards it, which I am trying to take on board and learn from. So I'm really sorry guys, I am struggling to read these messages on this phone here. There's probably a way to make the text bigger, but well, I don't know what that is, if there is. A couple of other updates then. First of all, I know some of you have been wondering about Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, thanks Cole, that's very kind of you. Well, I can't promise, actually I probably can say that watching my content might help with your insomnia. I'll have to try that myself actually if I can't sleep one night. Okay, so yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, there's an expansion coming out next week. And this is a game that I've only recently gotten into myself. A lot of people were surprised by the fact, seeing as how I cover so much Final Fantasy content on my channel, that I never really played 14. And I hadn't. I did play the beta, I think it was, of the original Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. Whatever that was, 2000, I can't even remember, but it was a long time ago. But I never really played it since. And, you know, I've been getting into the game quite well this time. And I'm enjoying playing it, and I'm looking forward to the expansion. So I definitely plan on continuing on with those streams. As long as you folks, you know, want to continue watching them, I'm happy to play it, you know, even if I'm not streaming. But if you guys want to watch, then I'm certainly happy to continue on with that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that expansion. And if you guys haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, if you've not really checked it out before, then by all means go and check out some of those streams that I've already uploaded and completed. But don't forget as well, you can play Final Fantasy XIV for free up to level 20, I think it is, which is quite a bit of content. So if you're not sure about it, or if you've never really, you know, wondered or cared about playing it, then I'd recommend that you do go and check it out. But Final Fantasy IX Excalibur 2, I think I saw then in text. I did 2 Final Fantasy IX walkthroughs. The first was a standard walkthrough, where I covered pretty much all of the content except for Excalibur, the weapon, but I did everything else. And then in the second walkthrough series I did focus on the Excalibur 2 sword. So because of that, I didn't do a whole lot of the extra content once we'd looted that weapon, because I'd already done that first walkthrough where I completed all of that extra content there. So I just felt at that point that I was just repeating everything I'd said before. So between those 2 walkthroughs, you can actually go ahead and complete the whole lot. So that Excalibur 2 walkthrough is pretty much where I want it, I think. We get the weapon. I do a little bit of extra on there, you know, after that in order to continue just developing the characters a bit. But where I cut off then, you can easily pick it up on the first walkthrough. The other thing I wanted to mention as well is I haven't done a whole lot of Nintendo Switch content on my channel. The reason for that is mainly because Nintendo sucked at YouTube up until recently. And they basically tried to claim every video unless you join this Nintendo partner program or whatever it was. I couldn't really be bothered with it. They would just claim all your videos, and it was a real nuisance, so I just left them, you know, alone. I didn't go anywhere near Nintendo. But I think at the end of last year or the start of this year, they've become much more YouTube friendly. So as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, it is safe now to record, upload and stream Nintendo games. And the reason I mention that is the kids have got Super Mario Maker 2 coming at the end of the week when that's released. And I thought we could test out what it's like to, you know, do a bit of Nintendo stuff. So I thought I might do some live streaming on Super Mario Maker 2. I did actually enjoy the first game. I wasn't very good at building levels, but, you know, playing levels that other people have made. And I think the new game has a story mode as well. I thought we could check that out and just see how it goes, really. It's a bit of an experiment. Not really done Mario or anything on the channel before. But I've always said I'll play the games that I want to play, and you guys can watch if you want or turn off if you want. That's absolutely fine. And if we don't get any interest, then that's fine also. We'll move on to something else. But yeah, if you're interested in that, just keep an eye out towards probably the end of the week, it'll be turning up. So as soon as I get it, and you know I can get some time with it because the kids will want it, then I'll have a look at doing some of that content as well. But that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. Obviously, as we begin to get more Final Fantasy VII Remake content, one of the things that I'm really hoping for with that game, although Square haven't said anything yet, but one of the things that I'm really hoping for, and I'm kind of expecting at some point, but I don't know when, is a demo, a playable demo. Hi, chat, unfortunately. I'm streaming off my phone and it's so tiny, I can barely read it. But yeah, one of the things I'm excited, they said it felt really polished. The gameplay was fun, there was no bugs, it worked. As I say, was clearly very polished. So I would be very surprised if Square do not release that at some point on the PlayStation Plus store. Perhaps closer to release maybe, but I, as I say, do expect to receive it at some point. So I would love to be able to cover that when we do. But also any further updates going with that game will be covered as well. Alright then guys, quick stream. I'm not going to bother wasting any more of your time with stuff that you know isn't that important. But hopefully guys, the main reason I did this stream tonight, which I don't normally do, is for those of you that were complaining that YouTube was telling you I was live when I wasn't all day. Hopefully by going live now, for real, it would have fixed that issue and whatever bug was causing that will be solved. But folks, if you have any other ideas as well as to content you want me to cover, then please do, you know, share it. Yeah, hi in the Philippines. Yeah, please do share your thoughts and ideas about content you might want me to cover. Because, you know, some of the games that I've already covered on the channel are games that people actually recommended to me. I've even covered games before that I'd never even heard of and had a lot of fun with, so I really do appreciate the, you know, the suggestions that you guys come up with. I don't get to everything. In fact, I probably don't get to much of what you guys recommend, but sometimes I do, and, you know, I really appreciate those suggestions. Alright then, folks, well, I'm going to go and, yeah, I saw that. That was very sad news. About that YouTuber, but there's not really any tips I can give you on the jump ropes. I did make a video showing how you can cheat it if you're completely at your wit's end and you want to get the trophy for it, but in terms of doing it properly, there's not really a whole lot I can say other than good luck, because it takes a heck of a lot of practice, and you know, trying to get to 1,000 is a hair-pulling experience, quite frankly. In fact, a lot of people would say that it is the worst Final Fantasy minigame in terms of actually trying to complete it. Some would argue that the lightning strikes in Final Fantasy X are more worse and harder and just more frustrating. But I think the consensus would generally be that Final Fantasy IX tips that a little bit with the jump rope minigame. I just am rubbish at both, to tell you the truth, so I haven't really got any tips for either, unfortunately. Oh, look at you, Wes. Yeah, it is. It's a disgusting minigame. And I am just happy there's nothing in Final Fantasy VIII that comes close to that minigame in Final Fantasy IX with the jump rope, the skipping. So whatever trophies they have in Final Fantasy VIII, which I'm assuming will be somewhat similar to the trophies that you have on the Steam version, but at least it won't be anything that's going to be as frustrating as that. Yeah. Some sadist at Square probably designed it, to tell you the truth. But yeah, I did put a video up on that, guys. If you're playing the PS4 version, the PC version is dead simple. You can just use a keyboard clicker and get it really easily. But if you're playing the PS4 version, then there's a little, you know, cheat video that I showed you how you can get that one. I don't know about the Switch version though. I don't think there's anything you can do with that, apart from try and get it done properly, unfortunately. Oh, incidentally, guys, for those of you that are playing Final Fantasy IX on PS4, they've actually put a patch out today, Square have. I think it's the first patch in, well, months, but they finally have fixed the bug that was causing the music to start again every time you finished a battle. It's a bug that's existed in several of the PlayStation Final Fantasy ports. I'm not sure why, you know, it's such a prevalent thing, but Square have just been really inconsistent with how they fixed this particular bug. I think the Final Fantasy VII version on Switch was fixed recently. It had the same bug, but strangely, the Final Fantasy IX version on Switch still has that bug, but that has now, as of today, been fixed on PS4, despite the fact that game has been on PS4 for several years. It is really, really weird. I don't know what Square are playing at, but at least they are getting to fixing these things. in some strange roundabout sort of way. So we'll have to see what happens with the current bugged versions now, but hopefully they are getting to them all. I'm not sure whether Final Fantasy VIII is going to have that bug. One would hope not, but you never know. You know, the fact that Final Fantasy VII had it recently on the Switch release, I think caught everybody off guard as well. Alright then guys, well I need to go now because I've got to go and get some rest. I have been working quite hard today. And the kids are all in bed, which means I need to put my feet up and chill out a bit. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Final Fantasy VII is also my favourite, and probably always will be. In fact, I highly suspect the original will always be my favourite, even when the remake comes out, but mostly due to nostalgia. Although it depends how well the remake actually taps into that nostalgia. It could do a good job at that. We'll have to wait and see. From what I've heard from people that have actually played the demo, it does a fantastic job at capturing the original feels, so looking forward to that. Alright then guys, well, like I said, quick stream, but hopefully, you know, it's been a helpful update to you all. So, appreciate you guys stopping by, saying hello tonight. And yeah, apologies again that I haven't been able to read all of your comments. I'll catch up with those when the archive goes live, since it's just so small here at the moment. Yeah, it's annoying, Garbushi. I suspect we will be able to at some point, as I say, but you never know with Square, do you? You never know what they're thinking or how they're thinking. But yeah, it might have been you that commented on that earlier, or was it somebody else? I think I saw it on Reddit about Final Fantasy VI being remade to look like the Octopath Traveler setting, or, you know, graphics design, which I think would be a fantastic idea, actually. I love the art design for Octopath Traveler. That 16-bit design, but, you know, obviously it's not true 16-bit, but just the look of it and the feel of it is incredible. It really is. Hi, Dark Swordsman. We're just finishing up, actually. It was only a quick stream update thingy today. But appreciate you stopping by, dude. Yeah, I've actually just put a video out about Red 13 in the first episode of the remake for Final Fantasy VII. I am almost certain he will appear. I think what I said in the video was that what I suspect is, so that his character isn't wasted in that, I think that there's going to be quite a bit of bulk added to the ending of the game, so that once we have recruited all 5 party members in Midgar, the 5 that we recruit in Midgar, there's still going to be a substantial amount of content that would, you know, involve all of them. Especially because we know that they are adding plot elements and plot points to the remake that weren't in the original Final Fantasy VII. We've seen the, what are they called, those ghostly things? The Watchers or something. Watchers of Fate. We know that they're going to be a part of the remake. I suspect there's going to be a big finale as well. I've made a video on that before. That involves more than just Motorball. And obviously Red 13 can play a big part in that also. What I'm interested in is whether some of these other characters are also going to be playing a role. Is Jessie going to be a playable party member? A lot of people that have played the demo have suggested that Square are really trying to do something between her and Cloud that makes it perhaps that they are trying to introduce her a little bit more in the future as a playable party member. Not in the demo, but maybe in the game. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Let me see if I can catch up on some of these other messages that you guys have said. Nope, there's probably a button I need to press somewhere, but I haven't got a clue what it is. Alright then folks, well I'll let you get off for the night. So, I know I keep saying goodbye, but then I keep remembering other things I want to share with you guys. But I am going to be going now, so thanks for stopping by. And once again, just appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel over the last month or so. 800 plus new subscribers is a fantastic you know, thing to have achieved. And I'm really grateful to everybody that supports the work that I do. So thank you for that. And yeah, any other ideas, please do share them in the chat. Or come on over to Discord if you want to continue on with the conversation. I think the link should be in the live stream, but I really don't know. It'll be in the videos anyway, the description of various videos that are up on the channel recently. But yeah, appreciate it then guys. Have a fantastic evening, fantastic day, whatever time it is where you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care everybody. See you soon. Oh, thanks Sabrina. It's very kind of you. Have a good evening. Bye.